If a woman greets you like this, she's crazy about you. Psychology tricks. Most men think they need a full FBI board to figure out if she likes them. Screenshots, read receipts, late night overthinking, the whole circus. But attraction doesn't usually hide in complicated puzzles. It shows up fast, clean, loud. In the very first moment she acknowledges you. As Maya Angelou put it, people will forget what you said, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's exactly the point. Her greeting isn't just words. It's a feeling she can't fake for long. Because when a woman is truly into you, she doesn't greet you like, "Hello, human coworker." She greets you like your presence just improved her day. It's in the speed. She notices you quickly. It's in the warmth. Her face softens, her eyes brighten, her voice gets a little lighter. It's in the effort. She doesn't just acknowledge you, she meets you. She angles her body toward you. She closes distance instead of guarding it. She makes the moment feel personal, not generic. And here's the part most men miss. A woman who's crazy about you often can't keep her greeting neutral. Even if she tries to act calm, her body betrays her. She'll fix her hair, adjust her outfit, touch her neck, or suddenly look more awake the second you appear. That's not randomness. That's her nervous system lighting up. So stop hunting for mystery when the truth is standing right in front of you. Watch the first 3 seconds. Don't chase mixed signals. Don't beg for clarity. Be the man who recognizes interest and responds with calm confidence. Smile. Hold eye contact. Keep your posture open. And if her greeting consistently carries that warmth, that rush, that "I'm genuinely happy you're here" energy, don't second guess it. Lead. Invite. Make a plan. Because when she greets you like that, she's not being polite. She's revealing the most honest kind of attraction, the kind that shows up before she can think. 1. What real attraction looks like in the first seconds. What real attraction looks like in the first seconds is not dramatic, not theatrical, not something pulled from a movie scene. It is subtle. It is biological. It is honest. When a woman greets you and she is genuinely into you, her body reacts before her mind has time to organize the moment. That is female psychology at work. Her nervous system registers interest instantly. You will see it if you slow down and observe. Her face softens. The muscles around her eyes relax. Her pupils may widen slightly. She smiles, and it is not the polite, social smile she gives the barista or the coworker. It is a smile that lingers, a smile that reaches her eyes, a smile that says, "I'm glad you're here," without her ever speaking those words. Don't ignore that. Be present enough to notice it. That is your first clue. Then watch her body. Real attraction is directional. Her torso turns toward you. Her shoulders square up. She doesn't keep walking while tossing a quick hi over her shoulder. She pauses. She faces you. She creates a pocket of attention in the middle of whatever she was doing. That is presence. And presence is powerful. In female psychology, attention is currency. If she gives you her full attention in the first seconds, she is investing. You must understand this. Don't be so trapped in your internal dialogue. Do I look okay? What should I say? Am I good enough? That you miss what is unfolding right in front of you. The man who understands psychology tricks is not the one performing magic lines. He is the one reading energy accurately. Eye contact is another tell. When she holds your gaze just a fraction longer than socially required, that extra half second matters. It creates tension. It creates possibility. It is one of those psychology tricks nature built into us long before dating advice existed. In the study of how to fall in love, sustained eye contact consistently shows up as a trigger for connection. Her eyes may flick down briefly to your lips and back up. That is not random. That is curiosity. That is her brain mapping you as someone she might want closer. Don't overreact. Don't stare her down in return. Be calm. Meet her gaze. Hold it steadily. Then speak slowly, controlled, grounded. That is how you match her energy without overwhelming it. Listen to her voice. Attraction changes tone. Her pitch may soften. Her words may stretch slightly. She may add playful teasing or light laughter that wasn't there before. That shift is not conscious performance. It is instinct. Female psychology reveals itself in micro adjustments. When a woman is drawn to you, her voice becomes warmer because she is inviting connection. If you understand psychology tricks, you will not interrupt that rhythm. You will slow your own speech. You will lower your tone. You will create contrast. That is how to fall in love in real time, two nervous systems syncing without forcing it. Notice the small, unconscious gestures. She may touch her hair. She may adjust her necklace. She may straighten her posture. These are called self-grooming behaviors. They happen automatically when attraction is present. Her body is saying, I want to look my best in this moment. That is not manipulation. That is biology. That is female psychology expressing interest before logic filters it. Don't call it random. Don't dismiss it as habit. Context matters. If those gestures appear right after she sees you, right as she greets you, the timing tells the story. Another powerful signal is proximity. When she greets you and subtly steps closer instead of maintaining distance, pay attention. Space is intimate. We guard it carefully. If she reduces the distance between you, she is comfortable. She is curious. She is open. In psychology tricks related to attraction, proximity consistently increases emotional bonding. That is why understanding how to fall in love is less about grand gestures and more about reading these quiet invitations. If she stays engaged instead of scanning the room, instead of checking her phone, instead of looking for an exit, that is investment. She is choosing you in that moment. But here is the part most men miss. These signals only surface clearly when you are centered. If you are anxious, needy, or trying too hard to impress, you will either overlook them or misinterpret them. Don't chase. Don't perform. Be steady. Attraction responds to calm strength. When she greets you with warmth, with presence, with open body language, your job is not to escalate aggressively. Your job is to reciprocate with composure. That is how to fall in love naturally, through balanced energy, not pressure. Understand this clearly. Real attraction cannot be faked consistently. It leaks out through micro-expressions, tone shifts, posture changes, and focused attention. These are not scripted psychology tricks someone memorized from a dating blog. They're expressions of female psychology rooted in instinct. When a woman is truly excited to see you, her greeting will feel different. It will feel charged, even if it is subtle. You will sense it in the air between you. So train yourself to observe. Train yourself to slow down. The first 5 seconds tell you more than 5 hours of overthinking. If she lights up when you arrive, if she turns fully toward you, if her eyes soften and her smile lingers, if her voice warms and her body subtly prepares itself, that is not coincidence. That is attraction announcing itself quietly but clearly. Be the man who recognizes it. Be the man who responds with confidence, not confusion. Because when you truly understand psychology tricks, when you truly understand female psychology, you stop guessing. You start seeing. And when you know how to fall in love through awareness instead of anxiety, you move through every interaction with calm certainty. 2. Why men miss the signals. Why do so many men miss the moment? Not because they lack intelligence, not because they lack experience, but because they lack trust in what they see right in front of them. A woman greets them with warmth, with that spark in her eyes, with a tone that feels just a little different, and instead of leaning in, they pull back. They think, maybe she's just being polite. Maybe she's like this with everyone. And in that tiny moment of doubt, the door quietly closes. Don't do that. Don't overthink what is simple. That hesitation is what kills momentum. Attraction is not a courtroom debate. It's a rhythm. It's call and response. When she greets you with genuine enthusiasm, when her voice softens, when her posture opens, when she lights up in a way that feels personal, that is not random. That is investment. That is emotional presence. She's not just saying, hi. She's saying, I'm glad it's you. There's a difference. You must learn to feel that difference. A woman who is crazy about you doesn't always announce it with grand gestures. Often, it's in the greeting, the extra second of eye contact, the playful tone, the subtle lean forward, the way she says your name like it matters. That is not ordinary behavior. That is selective attention. And selective attention is attraction. But here's the trap. Most men freeze. They shrink. They joke it away. They act casual when the moment calls for grounded presence. That is a mistake. If she steps forward emotionally and you step back, the energy collapses. She extended the invitation. You declined without realizing it. Don't deflect. Don't pretend you didn't notice. Be present. Meet her warmth with calm confidence. That is how a high-value man moves. Not with arrogance. Not with desperation. With steady masculine energy that says, I see you too. Let me be clear. Not every smile means she's planning a future with you. Not every friendly greeting is a green light. Be realistic. Be grounded. But when the pattern repeats, when she consistently greets you with elevated energy, when her demeanor shifts specifically around you, when her attention feels focused and intentional, you are not imagining it. Patterns reveal truth. Consistency reveals interest. And a high-value man pays attention to patterns. Attraction is a dance. If she takes one step forward and you refuse to move, the dance ends. If she greets you with excitement and you respond with hesitation, you create confusion. Don't analyze it to death. Analysis kills instinct. Instead, match her tone. If she greets you warmly, respond warmly. If she's playful, be grounded but playful back. If she's attentive, hold steady eye contact. That is how you attract women naturally. Not by chasing, not by performing, by reciprocating energy with composure. Understand this deeply. Women test for presence. When she greets you with that subtle intensity, she is watching how you handle it. Do you crumble? Do you overreact? Or do you remain centered? Masculine energy is calm under attention. It does not panic when noticed. It does not shrink when desired. It stands steady. That steadiness is magnetic. Many men in their 30s, 40s, 50s, even 60s still miss this because they assume attraction must look dramatic. It doesn't. It often looks like a smile that lingers a little too long, a greeting that feels warmer than necessary, a softness in her voice that wasn't there with others. Small signals, big meaning. That is how emotional chemistry begins. So, what is your job? Not to fantasize, not to jump 10 steps ahead. Your job is simple. Show up, be present, match the energy. Let your masculine energy respond with quiet certainty. When you do that, you create space for attraction to grow. When you hesitate, you shut it down. A high-value man trusts calibrated signals. He does not chase illusions, but he does not ignore reality either. He recognizes when a woman greets him like he matters, and he rises to meet it. That is how you attract women without force. That is how you keep momentum alive. That is how you stop missing the obvious and start stepping into opportunity with confidence. Most men see the signal and then talk themselves out of it. Don't do that. When she greets you with warmth, focus, and that spark in her eyes, that's not random. That's an opening. And if you hesitate, overthink, or brush it off, you shut the door yourself. Attraction is call and response. When she steps forward, you must step forward too. Not with arrogance, not with desperation, with presence, with calm certainty. So here's your move. The next time she shows that energy, don't analyze it, match it. Hold eye contact. Smile back. Speak with intention. Be the man who trusts what he sees. And if you're done second-guessing and ready to step up when the moment comes, drop this in the comments right now. I trust the signal. I take the lead. Like the video, subscribe for more sharp psychological insight, and remember, hesitation kills attraction. Confidence builds it. 3. What this greeting looks like in the real world. When you walk into a room and a woman's entire energy shifts the moment she sees you, pay attention, because that is not random and that is not polite habit. That is emotional investment showing itself in real time. You enter, she notices, and her expression softens, brightens, opens. Maybe she was distracted, maybe she was focused elsewhere, but now her attention locks in and stays there. She does not glance and dismiss. She holds eye contact. She reorients her body toward you. That is not accidental. As Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Believe the shift. Believe the warmth. If she says your name with a tone that carries energy, if she steps toward you instead of waiting, if she lightly touches your arm in a way that feels natural and unforced, understand what is happening. That brief touch is not small. That is comfort. That is trust. That is closeness being invited. In modern life, where people guard their space, guard their phones, guard their time, physical proximity is expensive. If she closes distance, she values you. Do not overthink it. Observe it. Stay calm. This is where Old Stoic wisdom gives you an edge. An iron mind does not panic in the presence of attention. An iron mind receives it without losing balance. The detail most men miss is not the smile, not even the touch. It is the lingering. She does not rush the greeting. She does not pivot back to her phone. She does not scan the room for someone better. She stays. She asks how you are and actually waits. She laughs a little quicker. She leans in slightly. Her arms are uncrossed. Her posture is relaxed. She is not building walls. She is lowering them. That is attraction in its most honest form. Attraction removes barriers. Attraction creates warmth. Attraction invests time. As Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. You cannot control who is drawn to you, but you can control how you carry yourself when it happens. Be steady. Be grounded. Do not become overeager. Do not chase the signal. Let it come to you. That is Stoicism when in action. In today's world of mixed signals, fast texts, and shallow interactions, a genuine greeting stands out like a spotlight. Many men look for grand gestures and miss the subtle indicators that matter more. A woman who is genuinely into you will show it in micro moments. Her eyes light up. Her tone softens. Her body angles toward you. She gives you undivided attention, even if only for a minute. That minute tells you everything. Don't dismiss it. Don't exaggerate it. Read it accurately. That is strength. That is clarity. That is Old Stoic wisdom applied to modern relationships. But here is your instruction. Do not let validation control you. Do not measure your worth by her enthusiasm. Be the man whose presence is calm whether she lights up or not. That emotional steadiness is what multiplies attraction. An iron mind does not crumble under attention, and it does not chase when attention fades. It stays centered. It observes. It chooses wisely. The paradox is simple. When you are unaffected, you become more magnetic. When you are grounded, you become more compelling. That is Stoicism win. So when she greets you with warmth that lingers, when she closes space instead of creating it, when she gives you her focus instead of fragments of it, recognize the sign. That is interest. That is comfort. That is desire expressed safely. Receive it with confidence. Respond with presence. Hold your frame. Master your reactions. Because the real victory is not that she is crazy about you. The real victory is that you remain composed, clear, and in control of yourself. That is the mindset that wins in love and in life. That is Old Stoic wisdom. That is Stoicism win. That is the power of an iron mind. 4. The contrast, polite versus personal. Now let's slow this down and really look at the contrast, because this is where the real psychology tricks reveal themselves. When a woman is simply being polite, her greeting is functional. It checks a social box. She might smile, but it's a light, automatic smile. She might say, "Hi," but her body is already angled away. Her feet point toward the exit. Her shoulders are half-turned. Her eyes drift past you. That is not cold. That is not cruel. That is just neutral energy. Her attention is divided. She scans the room. She checks her phone. She responds, but she does not invest. There is no pause, no softness, no curiosity, and that is completely fine. She has every right to feel that way. Don't take it personally. Be calm. Be observant. That is emotional maturity. Now contrast that with the woman who is genuinely into you. The difference is night and day, and if you have ever experienced both, you know exactly what I mean. When she greets you and she's excited about you, something shifts. Her body squares up. Her eyes lock in. There's a spark. She might say your name differently, slower, warmer, almost like she enjoys the sound of it. That is not random. That is female psychology in action. When a woman feels attraction, her greeting becomes personal. It becomes intentional. She leans in slightly. She holds eye contact a second longer than necessary. She asks a question right away, not because she needs information, but because she wants connection. That is one of the most overlooked psychology tricks in attraction. One greeting makes you feel seen. The other makes you feel like an afterthought. And you must train yourself to notice that difference without overreacting. Don't chase politeness and call it interest. Don't imagine depth where there is only courtesy. Be grounded. Be steady. That is how you win in modern dating. A woman who is crazy about you does not just greet you. She engages you. Her tone changes. Her energy softens. There is a subtle excitement she can't quite hide. She might tease you. She might touch your arm briefly. She might mirror your movements without realizing it. These are small signals, but they are powerful psychology tricks rooted deeply in female psychology. Here's what most men miss. Attraction shows up in consistency. If every time she sees you her face lights up, if she initiates the greeting before you do, if she finds reasons to extend the interaction by asking follow-up questions, that is not accidental. That is emotional investment. That is how to fall in love at the early stage, through repeated positive emotional spikes tied to your presence. When she associates your arrival with a lift in mood, you are no longer just a man in the room. You are the man she looks for. But you must respond correctly. Don't get overly excited. Don't become needy. Be centered. When you notice she greets you with warmth, reward it with calm confidence. Hold eye contact. Smile slowly. Speak clearly. That is strength. Female psychology responds to emotional steadiness. The more grounded you are, the safer she feels leaning in. And when she feels safe leaning in, that is how to fall in love naturally, without forcing anything. Understand this clearly. Attraction is revealed in the first few seconds. The greeting is a window into her emotional state. Polite is flat. Interested is layered. Polite is quick. Interested lingers. Polite is distracted. Interested is focused. Learn to read it. These are not manipulation tactics. These are awareness skills. Real psychology tricks are about perception, not control. If you master this, you stop guessing. You stop overthinking texts. You stop chasing mixed signals. You watch how she greets you, how her body responds, how her energy shifts. That is your data. That is your clarity. And clarity is power. If this opened your eyes, don't just sit on it. Pay attention the next time she says hello. Notice the difference between polite and personal. Notice who makes you feel seen and who treats you like background noise. That awareness will change your entire dating life. If you value being chosen, not tolerated, like this video, subscribe for more real psychology, and drop this in the comments to lock it in. I choose the greeting that makes me feel seen. 5. The conditioning that keeps you chasing the wrong women. Most men don't miss the signs because they're blind. They miss them because they've been trained to look for the wrong signals. Somewhere along the way, you were taught that attraction must feel like a puzzle. That if it's not confusing, it's not meaningful. That the woman worth wanting is the one you have to chase, decode, and convince. So when a woman greets you with warmth in her eyes, says your name like it matters, lightly touches your arm, leans in when you speak, and lights up when you walk into the room, you downplay it. You tell yourself, it can't be that simple. Don't do that. Be honest. That is genuine interest standing right in front of you. Think about it. When she greets you with enthusiasm, when her smile reaches her eyes, when her body language opens instead of closes, she's not playing chess. She's not running a strategy. She feels something. A woman who is crazy about you doesn't hide it well. She remembers small details you told her weeks ago. She finds reasons to start conversations. She mirrors your energy. She invests. That is not random. That is emotional momentum moving toward you. And a high-value man recognizes momentum instead of questioning it. But here's where most men sabotage themselves. They've been conditioned to believe that attraction must be earned through struggle. If it feels calm, they assume it's boring. If it feels natural, they assume it's ordinary. So they walk past the woman who greets them like they're her favorite person in the room and instead fixate on the woman who barely responds to their texts. Why? Because unpredictability feels intense. And intensity gets mistaken for chemistry. Don't confuse anxiety with attraction. Be clear. That is emotional confusion, not passion. When a woman runs hot and cold, keeps you guessing, makes you work for crumbs of attention, your nervous system lights up. You feel urgency. You feel challenge. You feel the need to prove yourself. But that reaction says more about old conditioning than about real compatibility. It's insecurity dressed up as desire. It's ego chasing validation. And it pulls you away from the kind of connection that is steady, mutual, and deeply satisfying. Here's the hard truth. You ignore women who show up for you because, deep down, you question whether you deserve someone to show up for you. You dismiss the easy connection because you've been taught that easy means less valuable. That belief is dangerous. A high-value man understands that ease is not weakness. Ease is alignment. Ease is two people choosing each other without games. That is strength. That is confidence. That is masculine energy grounded and calm. If you want to attract women who genuinely desire you, you must recalibrate what you respond to. Stop chasing chaos. Stop romanticizing emotional roller coasters. Be the man who notices consistency. Be the man who values enthusiasm. When she greets you with excitement, when she initiates, when she makes time, when she meets you halfway, don't minimize it. That is investment. And investment is rare. A woman who is truly into you will make it easy to move forward. Not because she lacks standards, but because she has clarity. She sees you. She likes you. She wants to explore something with you. A high-value man does not run from that. He steps into it with composure. He doesn't overthink every smile or every touch, but he also doesn't ignore patterns of interest. He observes. He responds. He leads with masculine energy that is steady, not desperate. You must upgrade your definition of chemistry. Real chemistry feels safe and exciting at the same time. It feels like mutual curiosity, not one-sided pursuit. It feels like progress, not confusion. Don't glorify struggle. Don't chase women who treat attention like a reward you have to earn. Be the man who chooses reciprocity over drama. Because at the end of the day, the woman who greets you like you matter, who smiles when she sees you, who reaches out first, who invests without being asked, that woman is not too easy. She's interested. And if you have the awareness to recognize it and the confidence to accept it, you won't just attract women. You'll attract the right ones. 6. How the grounded man responds. How the grounded man responds is not a mystery, and it is not luck. It is discipline. It is awareness. It is what Old Stoic wisdom has taught for centuries. Control your mind, and you control your life. Picture this clearly. A man walks into a room. He is not scanning for approval. He is not rehearsing lines in his head. He is present, steady, rooted. He carries what I call an iron mind. Not rigid, not cold, just calm and unshakable. When a woman sees him and her face softens, her eyes brighten, her body opens toward him, he notices. He doesn't panic. He doesn't downplay it. He doesn't hide behind humor to escape the tension. He receives it. He holds eye contact. He smiles with certainty. He matches her warmth with grounded masculine presence. That is strength. That is composure. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. That includes the moment a woman shows interest. You cannot control her feelings, but you can control your response. And your response is everything. In modern life, men are overstimulated and undercentered. Social media noise, dating apps, endless opinions. You are told to analyze every text, decode every emoji, second-guess every glance. Stop. Attraction is simpler than that. When a woman greets you with genuine warmth, prolonged eye contact, and open body language, That is not random. That is signal. And the grounded man does not interrogate the signal, he steps into it. He trusts what he sees. He trusts what he feels. He does not chase. He does not beg. He does not try to manufacture chemistry where none exists. But when she shows up with energy, he honors it. He reciprocates. Clean, direct, confident. This is Stoicism win in real time. This is Old Stoic wisdom applied to modern dating. Epictetus taught, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. What is in your power? Your posture, your eye contact, your tone, your decision to lean in rather than shrink back. When she greets you with that unmistakable spark, you must not retreat into doubt. Doubt kills momentum. Hesitation drains polarity. Be steady. Be responsive. Be decisive. That is the iron mind in action. You are not trying to figure out if she likes you. You are engaging with the reality that she is showing interest. And if you are interested too, you move forward. You ask the question. You extend the conversation. You suggest the coffee. Simple actions. Strong frame. Do not overcomplicate what is natural. Do not pretend you didn't see what you clearly saw. When you deflect her warmth, you send confusion. When you meet it, you create connection. Attraction grows in reciprocity. She steps forward. You step forward. That is how moments become momentum. That is how chemistry becomes connection. And connection, handled with presence and self-control, becomes something meaningful. Understand this deeply. The grounded man does not fear attraction. He does not worship it either. He stands centered in himself. That is Stoicism win. That is Old Stoic wisdom embodied. You build the iron mind long before you walk into the room. You build it through discipline, through self-respect, through choosing clarity over chaos. Then when the moment arrives, you are ready. You do not chase energy. You respond to it. You do not force connection. You allow it to unfold while holding your ground. This is how you master the first 3 seconds. This is how you win without games. Calm presence, direct engagement, confident reciprocity. Repeat that in your mind. Calm presence, direct engagement, confident reciprocity. Practice it until it becomes natural. Because the man who can hold that frame does not just handle attraction well, he handles life well. And that is victory. If this hit you, don't just nod and move on. Decide who you're going to be the next time a woman greets you with warmth and open interest. Don't overthink it. Don't shrink. Don't hide behind jokes or hesitation. Be present. Be grounded. Match her energy. Step forward clean and confident. Attraction doesn't need decoding. It needs courage. It needs a man who trusts himself enough to meet the moment instead of running from it. If you're ready to stop chasing and start reciprocating with strength, drop this in the comments. I meet her energy with calm confidence. Type it. Own it. And the next time she lights up when she sees you, you'll know exactly what to do. 7. What you actually do when it happens. When it happens, when she greets you in that way, with warmth in her eyes, energy in her voice, and a presence that feels personal, you must respond like a grounded man, not a confused spectator. First, acknowledge it. Don't downplay it. Don't pretend you didn't notice. That is the moment most men lose power. They act surprised by interest instead of comfortable with it. Look her in the eye. Hold it. Smile for real. Not a tight, nervous grin. Not a clever smirk. A calm, confident smile that says, I see you too. Say her name. Slowly. Clearly. When you use her name, you activate something powerful in female psychology. It signals attention. It signals respect. And if you're serious about understanding psychology tricks and how to fall in love in a mature, steady way, you must understand this. People are drawn to those who make them feel seen. She greeted you with intention. Return that energy with composure. Second, engage. Don't fumble the moment by cutting it short. Don't say, hey, and retreat like the opportunity might burn you. Stay. Plant your feet. Ask something simple but real. How have you been? I was just thinking about that story you told me. You look great today. Keep it direct. Keep it human. No performance. No memorized lines. The biggest myth about psychology tricks is that they are manipulative. They're not. The real psychology tricks are about awareness. Awareness of tone, awareness of pacing, awareness of connection. In female psychology, warmth invites warmth. Curiosity invites openness. So be curious. Listen when she answers. Don't wait for your turn to speak. That is how to fall in love without losing yourself by being present instead of performative. Third, escalate naturally, not aggressively, not hesitantly, naturally. If the conversation flows, extend it. We should grab coffee sometime. Let's continue this conversation. Be clear. Be relaxed. That is strength. A great greeting is not the finish line. It's the doorway. You must walk through it. Too many men study psychology tricks but freeze when it's time to act. Knowledge without action is hesitation dressed up as intelligence. If she lingers, if her body stays open, if her questions keep coming, she is investing. Meet that investment with leadership. Suggest the next step. Make it easy. Make it light. And fourth, this is critical, you stop second guessing. Don't replay the moment for 3 days like a courtroom trial in your head. Don't dissect her tone. Don't analyze every blink. That spiral kills momentum. Attraction thrives on clarity. When you recognize the signs and you step forward with respect, trust it. Trust your perception. Trust your instincts. In female psychology, confidence is felt before it is measured. If she showed up with energy, she meant it in that moment. Stay grounded in that truth. Here's what mature men understand about how to fall in love. It is not built on guessing games. It is built on moments handled well. A greeting filled with enthusiasm is not random. It is data. It is emotional information. The psychology tricks are not about control. They're about reading energy accurately and responding with steadiness. Be calm. Be decisive. Be warm. Don't shrink the moment. Don't inflate it either. Meet it at eye level. That balance, confidence without pressure, interest without desperation, is what creates momentum. When she greets you like that, she is opening a window. Your job is simple. Notice it. Step toward it. And trust that mutual energy, when handled with presence and quiet certainty, is exactly how to fall in love the right way. 8. Trusting the signals and owning your worth. Here's what most men never fully accept. Women are not trying to confuse you. They are not sitting around designing mixed messages. When a woman is into you, she shows it. When she's not, she shows that too. The signals are there. Clear. Present. Consistent. The problem is not her behavior. The problem is your interpretation. The confusion doesn't come from her. It comes from you. From your fear of rejection. From that quiet insecurity that whispers, maybe she's just being polite. From the belief that you must perform, impress, or chase in order to earn attention. That belief is the real obstacle. That is what distorts reality. Understand this. A high-value man does not beg for clarity. He observes. He listens. He trusts what he sees. If she lights up when you walk in, if her eyes soften, if her body turns toward you instead of away, that is not an accident. That is interest. If she finds reasons to continue the conversation, asks you questions, remembers small details you shared last week, that is not random kindness. That is investment. Don't dismiss warmth as coincidence. Don't downplay enthusiasm as politeness. Be honest with yourself. If a woman consistently makes space for you in her time and energy, she is showing you something real. And here's the deeper truth. The hesitation you feel often has nothing to do with her. It has everything to do with whether you believe you are worthy of being desired. Many men between 35 and 70 have lived long enough to carry scars. Divorce, rejection, missed chances. You start to question your value. You start to assume attraction must be complicated. But attraction, when it's genuine, is simple. A woman who is genuinely excited about you will not make you decode riddles. She will greet you differently. Her tone changes. Her posture opens. Her smile lingers half a second longer than necessary. That is not subtle. That is instinct. That is human nature responding to someone she feels drawn to. When you start trusting the signals, everything shifts. You stop wasting months analyzing lukewarm behavior. You stop chasing women who respond every 3 days with one-word texts. You stop trying to turn indifference into desire. That is exhausting. That drains your masculine energy. And without grounded masculine energy, you cannot attract women who are healthy and ready. Be decisive. If the interest is there, lean in. Match her energy. If it's not, step back with dignity. A high-value man does not argue with reality. He accepts it. He moves accordingly. You must also stop confusing anxiety for attraction. Butterflies caused by uncertainty are not chemistry. Stress is not romance. If you feel constantly unsure where you stand, that is not passion. That is imbalance. Real attraction feels lighter. It feels reciprocal. It feels like a conversation, not a courtroom where you are constantly proving your case. When you own your worth, your dating life stops feeling like a puzzle. It starts feeling like rhythm, call and response. She shows interest. You respond. She invests. You invest. That is how real connections grow. Calmly, naturally, without drama. This is where many men transform. The moment you believe that you're enough without performing, you become more attractive. You walk differently. You speak more clearly. You don't rush. You don't cling. That steady confidence is masculine energy at its best. Not loud, not forced, just grounded. And here is the beautiful part. When you stop chasing validation, you create space for women who genuinely appreciate you. You begin to attract women who are aligned with your pace, your maturity, your values. You stop wasting time on fantasy and start building something real. So trust what you see. Trust consistency. Trust effort. And most importantly, trust yourself. Be the high-value man who knows his presence is enough. Be the man who reads signals without fear. Be the man who understands that mutual attraction is not rare. It is simply clear when you are ready to receive it. That is how you win. Not by chasing harder, not by performing louder, but by standing firm in your worth and allowing the right woman to meet you there. 9. Patterns over time and the cost of inaction. Let's talk about patterns because patterns tell the truth. One warm greeting can be chance. Two can be coincidence. But consistency? That is intention. If a woman consistently lights up when she sees you, if her posture shifts, if her voice softens, if her eyes hold contact just a second longer every single time, that is not random energy floating in the air. That is directed attention. That is attraction expressed in real time. As Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Believe the pattern. A great greeting repeated over weeks and months is not politeness. It is investment. And here is where many men fail themselves. They notice it. They enjoy it. They collect those moments like trophies. They tell themselves, it's nice to be admired. But they do nothing. They wait. They hesitate. They hide behind uncertainty. That hesitation is expensive. In modern life, where options are endless and attention spans are short, inaction sends a message. Silence communicates. Delay communicates. And what it communicates is lack of leadership. Old Stoic wisdom teaches that we cannot control outcomes, only our actions. Stoicism win is not about waiting for perfect clarity. It is about moving with courage when the evidence is sufficient. If she greets you with genuine warmth over time, she is lowering her guard. She is signaling openness. She is stepping forward emotionally. You must step forward too. Do not sit back and soak in validation. Do not treat her interests like background music. Be decisive. Ask her out. Make specific plans. Move the connection forward. An iron mind understands that opportunity does not linger forever. An iron mind acts while others overthink. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. The strength here is simple. Act despite uncertainty. Because yes, you might be wrong. So what? You practiced courage. You strengthened your character. You built momentum. That is growth. That is Stoicism win in action. But most of the time, you are not wrong. Most of the time, consistent warmth means exactly what it looks like. Attraction is not complicated. It is rhythmic. It repeats. It shows up again and again. In today's world of mixed signals and endless texting games, men overanalyze because they are afraid to misstep. Stop that. Patterns remove the guesswork. If her energy consistently rises around you, if she finds reasons to approach, if her greetings feel personal rather than generic, she is investing. And investment deserves response. Old Stoic wisdom reminds us that time is the only currency we never get back. If you waste weeks enjoying her attention without moving forward, do not be surprised when she redirects that energy elsewhere. Women do not wait forever. They respond to momentum. They respond to clarity. They respond to confident action. That does not mean aggression. It means direction. It means saying, I enjoy talking with you. Let's grab coffee this Saturday. Clear, calm, direct. An iron mind does not tremble at the possibility of rejection. It understands that rejection refines you. It sharpens you. It strengthens your emotional discipline. And discipline is attractive. Remember this, attraction is a bridge. She steps forward with warmth. You step forward with initiative. That is how connections form. If you stand still, the bridge collapses. Stop waiting for perfect certainty. Perfect certainty does not exist. There is only pattern, probability, and courage. Trust the pattern. Trust the repeated warmth. Then act. That is how you master moments. That is how you build confidence. That is how you live out Stoicism when instead of just talking about it. When you move with clarity and courage, you create momentum in your life. You stop being the man who wonders, what if, and become the man who knows because he tried. And that shift from hesitation to action is where quiet power is born. 10. Stop overanalyzing and start living. Stop overanalyzing and start living. That is the first rule. Too many men think attraction is a puzzle that requires endless psychology tricks, as if you need a magnifying glass and a whiteboard to decode a smile. You don't. This isn't about turning yourself into a detective of female psychology. It's about recognizing what is obvious when it's right in front of you. When a woman greets you with warmth that feels different, with energy that lingers, with eyes that stay a second longer than necessary, that is not random. You already know the difference between polite and personal. You've felt it your entire life. Don't pretend you haven't. The issue isn't your awareness. The issue is your self-trust. You second guess. You tell yourself, maybe she's just friendly. You shrink the moment instead of stepping into it. Stop. Be honest with yourself. When you study female psychology or even explore how to fall in love, you'll realize attraction is rarely subtle in the beginning. It shows up in tone, posture, proximity. You must trust your instincts. Rebuild that inner confidence. Tell yourself, I am worth showing up for. I am worth lighting up for. When you believe that, you stop chasing validation and start responding with calm certainty. That is the real secret behind psychology tricks. That is how to fall in love without losing your balance. Don't wait for permission. Don't dilute the signal. See it. Feel it. Respond with grounded confidence. All right, my friend, let's bring this home. If there's one thing I want you to walk away with, it's this. When a woman greets you with real warmth, real energy, real presence, don't overthink it. Don't turn it into a math problem. Notice it, feel it, and respond like a grounded, self-assured man. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need the best lines. You don't need a guarantee that it will work out. What you need is presence. What you need is courage. What you need is the willingness to take one small step forward when the door is clearly open. Match her energy. Smile back. Hold eye contact. Start the conversation. Take the lead. Stop waiting for certainty. Stop hiding behind doubt. Interest is rarely loud, but it is clear when you're paying attention. And when you see it, act on it. That simple shift from hesitation to action changes everything. Here's my sincere advice to you. Trust what you see. Trust what you feel. And trust yourself enough to move. You don't need a script. You don't need tricks. You need to be present, confident, and real. That's what stands out. That's what creates momentum. That's what builds attraction. You've always had it in you. You just needed to stop second-guessing and start stepping up. If this message spoke to you, subscribe and stay connected. Keep growing. Keep showing up. You're not alone in this. You're part of a group of men choosing courage over comfort, and that decision alone already sets you apart.